welcome back to my channel. Today I have a different video for you guys. I really wanted to share with you some of my postpartum tips. I just had our 9th baby, sweet little Olivia Day. And she's 3 weeks old today. And I am just now getting back into the swing of kind of normal life a little bit. And it made me remember how I progressed out of coming from a place of rest and really trying to just let my body recover and heal to getting back into the busyness of taking care of a very large and full household. So here are some of my best tips for that. The first 2 weeks after I have a baby, pretty much, I could get up and I walk out to the living room after a few days, sit down in there and nurse the baby and hang out with the family. For the most part though, my family comes to me. I usually have a couple kids on the bed with me or sitting around in the room just enjoying the baby, and we all have a wonderful bonding experience together. But I really need that first week to just get my bearings under me, get to know the baby, rest my body, figure out nursing. There's a lot that goes into that, and it is a total grace period. After a week, I pick up the speed a little bit and I'll be out in the other part of the house, but I'm not really cooking or doing anything like that at that point. My husband and my kids have blessed me so much by just really taking care of me during that time. First week's grace period, as I'm starting to wean back in, I think through what are the things that I can be doing to bless my household and to start participating some more in home management, kind of weaning back in while I'm sitting, resting, nursing, holding the baby. So I love the kids coming in my room and just chatting with me while I nurse the baby. It is a really sweet time that we enjoy together. I love that we get that time to bond with the baby and together. I also have a list that I keep right next to my nursing chair, and I write down things that come to mind. Like I can make a grocery list, I can put some online orders in, I can menu plan some ideas that sound good for dinner for my husband and my kids to make while I'm chatting with them, obviously. Checking through the budget or bills that need to be paid or whatever. These are things I can do either on my phone or even sitting at the computer if I needed to. I love to get out a couple of really good books and audiobooks and get those ready so I can be listening to good books, even sometimes on those late night bouncing, walking the baby, walking the halls. I will plug in an audiobook and listen, or some good podcasts, some sermons. Picking up a book that's easy to read short chunks with. So I enjoy books that are non-fiction during this time usually, so I don't get too enraptured in the story, and I just read little chapters at a time, get some learning in, get some encouragement in, and some nourishment for my soul and my mind as well. So I like to keep my stack of books wherever I usually sit down to nurse the baby. Another thing that is really beneficial for me is to try to utilize this time for creative brainstorming. I am a creative person. I need to have a creative outlet, and so as I'm sitting nursing, having lots of quiet moments either during the day or even in the middle of the night, if ideas come to my mind, I write them down on a piece of paper or put them into my phone, whatever means I have at my disposal to capture those ideas, to capture the things that I want to be doing and excited and looking forward to being productive in when I am more physically able to be up and about, etc. Maybe I'm creating a Pinterest board for a room that I want to redecorate. Maybe I'm looking through paint swatch ideas for future renovations. Whatever that looks like, I really try to utilize that time for creative brainstorming. It gets me excited for this next season where the baby is going to be sleeping more. We're not just going to be sitting around all the time, and we could actually get some things done, which is very enjoyable. So I utilize that time. I do not have much time in my normal schedule to just sit down and think through these things. So I really utilize the opportunity for that. I also enjoy using this time to write in my journal, write emails to people, catch up on some of that just sit down work that I don't get a lot of time to do. I keep a journal for each of my kids on their birthdays, and so sometimes I have to catch up a little bit, and I'll use the time, for example, during this season for that. Another one of my tips is that I like to buy some clothes, maybe inexpensively, as much as I can online, because I'm not gonna be out shopping, and trying on clothes seems like a total nightmare with a newborn. So I shoot for bigger sizes that I know are just gonna be comfortable and work. And I try to get myself a few new pieces that just fit me in the size I am currently. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a much bigger size than I feel like I'd like to be. I just get stuff that makes me feel more comfortable, especially for nursing. Pants that I can pull all the way up or button. It just feels really good to be able to button a pair of jeans. And I do not stress about trying to get back into my skinny pants right away, and just naturally eating well, taking care of myself. The weight's gonna come off when it's the right time, and I don't worry about it. I just want to be comfortable in my clothes, comfortable while I'm nursing, have a few things to wear to help me feel put together. It really helps lift my mood overall and just helps me feel better. That's when I want to eat better and work out and take care of myself. That's when I feel good about myself. I don't feel like doing all those things when I'm feeling really crummy about myself. So when my pants aren't fitting and I've got rolls folding over everything and my shirts are itchy and hot and I'm uncomfortable nursing, I don't feel good, and it doesn't motivate me to take care of myself. And when I feel good, I'm motivated. So I wear leggings if I need to wear leggings, and big sweaters, and make sure I do my hair and my makeup. And when I do that, it goes a long way towards helping me feel better overall. Let's get into some nitty-gritty about how to care for ourselves physically postpartum. That I always do is I make sure that I have like a pre-breakfast breakfast. I go all night nursing the baby a few times, and by the time I wake up in the morning, I feel really dehydrated and just like famished. So I pack a little bag of snacks that I keep by my bed in that first week, so I don't have to wake anyone else up. Bananas, trail mix. I actually make myself some little bags of quick oats that I use my Keurig that's back here in my bedroom. Yes, we have a coffee maker in our bedroom. It's actually in our back room. I use that to make myself a little bowl of oatmeal, a banana, some fruit. I just gather up some like healthy snacks to make sure that I have something there with me while I'm sitting and nursing. It's usually the first thing in the morning, and then also throughout the day as I sit to nurse, I want to be able to grab a little snack to just keep my nourishment up. Favorite ways to really care for my body is having a water birth. Having a water birth, I think, has been the most impactful reason that I have had really quick physical recoveries. It's so gentle on my body. The heat and the warmth and the water is just so therapeutic and amazing. I rise up out of the water and I just feel so good. I also love herbal sitz baths. I use midwives, and they have these amazing sitz baths deep, and then you put in your bath, and they are so healing and so comforting, and they smell really good too. And so I do those as well if I need a little bit of extra care down there. I also make sure that I'm drinking plenty of water, eating my snacks, like I said, caring for myself physically. But when I wake up, I take my prenatal, I take my vitamin D, drink my mother's milk tea, and get a snack, because if I do not remember those things first thing, I feel like it's really hard to just let them slip out of the day. There's a lot to do to take care of the baby, and we can't forget to take care of ourselves. We are the sole nurturer for that little one. Getting outside and sitting in the sun with the baby, I love to do when I have a baby in the season I can do that in. I did get to get out with Olivia a few times. It was 50-degree weather for a few days, even now it was November when she was born. Another thing that really helps me recover well postpartum is doing some recovery exercises. There's some good videos on YouTube that you can look up for postpartum recovery exercises, but basically they're just really gentle ways of tightening your abs up, some pelvic tilts, some leg stretches, whatnot. But I like to get into a routine of that after I've fed the baby her first early morning nurse. I get up and kind of take care of myself. I drink my tea, I take my prenatal, I have a snack, drink my water, and then I do those exercises. And sometimes I'm really tired and I need to go back to bed with the baby, which I will totally do that on a lot of mornings. And sometimes I skip it, obviously, but those mornings where I have a little bit of a moment there, I take advantage of that to just care for myself. It really helps me just to start establishing that habit as soon as I can after I have the baby of caring for myself and reconditioning my body very slowly, very gently, very gradually back into the physical shape it was in before I had the baby. Not that I'm gonna get back there very quickly, but it's just, I feel like, a good place to start. After I'm at the 3-week or 4-week mark and I'm starting to feel pretty good, another way that I start easing back into cleaning my house and whatnot is normally my zone cleaning or my deeper cleaning I do by like tasks. So I will dust the whole house, or I'll wipe the whole house down, or mop on a specific day. But as I'm gently easing my way back in physically, I just take it room by room. So I do one room on each day if I have a good 20 minutes, I will just go ahead and take one room. I start with our bedroom because I feel like if our room is tidied, my mind feels clear. And I will just do a sweep, a little light mop, maybe some dusting, tidying, put things away. Depending on how long it takes me, I go really slow and gently with my body. And then like on the next day that I'm feeling good and I feel rested, I'll do the same thing in another room. But I'm not running all over our very large home doing that. It's just small, gentle movements. It doesn't give me too many quantified steps. And I feel like it's a really nice, gentle way for me to ease back into trying to get my home in order. I feel like a couple of weeks of me not being the one fully participating in the cleaning and the kids being the one doing the maintenance, some of the corners get a little gritty and grimy and just need a good kind of once over from me with things that I see that the kids don't really see or care about. And so I just do that gradually and slowly. And then I also go ahead once a week, I take a zone and do a little bit of deeper cleaning. This is more like on the 4th week for me. Just take that week by week, and by the time the month is over, I've usually gotten through about, at least half of our home, and that really helps me feel better and get back into a routine of cleaning as my house is slowly becoming more and more put together. So I hope that these tips helped you today. I hope they bless you. And if you have any more questions, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. Subscribe, please, to stay updated for future videos. And please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and you would like to see more of this content. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel today. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.